I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ryan, and this is Retrobit Unplugged. Welcome back, Tyler.
Thank you. Welcome back.
It's been a couple weeks since we've recorded.
The bubonic plague took us all out.
It did. It was rough. It was pretty rough. We were sick here for about a week and a half. So we haven't had a chance to record, but we're back on to episode 7 of the great Retrobit Unplugged.
I don't remember what episode we were on.
No, yeah, we're on episode 7 now. So, but no, I'm excited to be back. Ready to get back in the swing of things. You're still a little under the weather, but you're sounding a lot better.
That's good. If we did this 2 weeks ago, it would have been not fun.
It was not good. No, you're doing better than Juan Soto. So
yes, it took 9 games, but I'm doing it. I told y'all.
You are doing it. Well, should we get right into it today? Talk a little league updates.
Very quick league updates, in my opinion.
They are, because I think we're gonna sound like we're on repeat. So, how's CFL going, Tyler?
North Florida wins it again. That's all. That's all he gets.
Just a banner. Just North Florida wins it again. That's all that's going on with CFL. I think he's like 2-1 odds to win it again. So,
I mean, it's something stupid because
what is he? Won 3 straight?
It's a 3 straight, yeah.
3-peat.
Our first 3-peat.
And 4 of 5.
7 total.
He might be the GOAT.
He might be, honestly.
He might be the GOAT.
He also could be cheating, but I think we cleared that up already. He's not.
No, he's not cheating.
Yeah, we cleared that up.
But I think he's the GOAT.
If you think you can beat him, please, we need help because
we need a lot of help. So, but no, shout out.
Yeah.
And then we are recording this on Sunday, April 6th. And RBM Championship also happened today. Congratulations to Mr. Washington for taking it all. His very first one. You, Tyler, are still looking for your first one in RBM.
Listen, I don't play well, all right, in championship games. It's a notorious fact.
Well, I just played my first 2 games of the next season, and I may need to retire.
I'm starting to question the 004.
Yeah, I'm gonna leak my first score because by the time this comes out, I put up a +2.
Oh boy!
In my first game, I did throw 1 bad pick, but that okay. So I might have had +10, and my first 2 games are +24.
That sounds about right for what I've been doing. Yeah, I don't know. I think they switched the update again where the defense is kind of messed up until an update comes out, and then
I think so, and I don't know what's going on.
And I'm scared to switch it because I know I'm gonna switch it, and 004 is gonna. Because
I know it's one of those things that is just super like, what is going on? But I will say I'm not trying to like leak any information, but I think my wide receiver is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Mr. Steve Largent is climbing that leaderboard right now.
Of just everything in general?
Everything. He's like number 2 in total touchdowns and number 3 or something.
How many years he's played?
A lot. I have over 219 games with him.
Oh, man. What's that?
That's like 10, 11 seasons.
Oof.
10, 11 seasons. I drafted him as a rookie.
Have you been in Seattle that long?
Yeah. And I've done nothing. I don't even think I've made it to 1 chip where Miami kicked my ass.
I made it to 1 where... Who did I lose to?
Green Bay.
I did. Didn't he put like a 60 or something in that game?
Something stupid.
I never had a chance, I don't think.
No. But
next season, I'm going to win my division at like 10-7 because the AFC North is terrible. But
terrible.
I'm winning in 1 in the next 5 years. If I don't, I may switch teams again.
That's a hot take. I've thought about leaving Seattle.
It's kind of hard for me to leave because it's like I can't get any easy. Like I'm legitimately in the easiest division I could possibly be in. It's just people like Indianapolis and Miami. And like there's just these couple teams I got to get through, and then whoever for that NFC, like that's like If I get San Francisco, it's I'm either playing
I
against
play
them
him.
at 8 or I'm getting a 95.
I play against him twice a year.
I
Twice a
get
year.
Green Bay, he give me a 60. Like
It's
the
horrendous.
NFC is so scary.
It's so scary.
I'm glad I got out when I did.
I had hair when I started in this division.
I mean, you still do, I think, but
No,
it's starting to fall out.
It's all gone.
It's really bad in your division though, because I think the NFC West is the hardest one in the league.
I think so. It's a juggernaut. It is probably like the GOAT division right now.
Because it takes 15, 16 wins to win the division.
And what's wild is we have a player who's getting better, but who's consistently putting up negative scores.
Is it? It's not San Fran.
No,
it's not you.
It's LA.
Is it LA? Okay.
LA.
Who's it? The old Arizona is in Atlanta. Correct?
Yes.
Who's in the who's
No. Baltimore.
Oh
Baltimore?
yes, you're right.
Baltimore.
Yes. So who's Arizona now? Is it
that is former New Orleans? No, Atlanta.
Oh, that's what I'm in the mix up with Atlanta from. Okay.
Yeah, former Atlanta.
All right.
So, but you said something, and I think it's a great segue. It's a great segue about not doing well.
Oh yeah.
For our topic of the week.
Yes.
Tyler, what is our topic of the week this week?
Well, as everyone knows in sports who follow the team, jerseys can make or break some pretty big decisions, I think. Like,
I agree.
Do I want to buy it? Do I want to wear this? Like, what's going on here? Well, today, these are all the jerseys you probably aren't ever going to want to be seen owning, wearing, or even buying.
I do own one of these jerseys.
You do own one of them. Today, we are talking about the top 10 worst jerseys of all times across all 4 of the major sports.
Yes, all 4 major sports.
So no one's safe.
No one's safe.
Now, the 10 we pulled...
Cricket's safe.
Cricket is safe, and soccer.
Soccer's safe. But, so we're talking NHL. MLB,
NBA, NFL.
Correct.
We pulled these 10 off of most of them were pulled from lists from their own individual sport, and then we piled them together and ordered them from 10 to 1.
10 to 1.
In our opinion.
Yes.
So if you have a different opinion, feel free to share, but this is our opinion on the worst ones.
And we just have to say we weren't biased.
No, none of these are biased. I mean, one of them I was, but not in a good way because I actually despise the jersey.
Correct.
So the only bias is making it close to the worst. So
should we start at the
let's
bottom?
start it up, and I'm gonna let you do it because this one you own.
I do own this one. So number 10 is the 2000s Seattle Seahawks alternate lime green jersey.
Is it the green one? Is it the lime green?
Yes.
With the blue shoulders?
Correct.
Yes.
And for the viewers, they'll actually be able to see it.
Yes.
If you
each
check
one
us
of
out
the
on YouTube.
Yes. Each one of these jerseys, I'm gonna pop up on the screen, and then somewhere I'm gonna find a spot and you can.
Yep.
Or maybe not. Maybe I can do them a favor and not doing it and save their eyes. That could be a good idea.
I think we have to burn.
No, we have to give them visual, unfortunately.
We got to flashbang them with horrible sports.
Anyways, yeah, these are terrible.
I don't think they were bad.
No, they're terrible.
They were not that bad.
Listen, man. Just because they're your favorites, you have to see through it. That's awful. Listen, he pulled it up behind him just so I can see this. That's awful.
I think they're better. So,
if the shoulders weren't blue, it would have been better.
Look,
it's the fact that they went green with blue, and blue pants. Like, at least do the color rush.
I will say the blue did not match the helmet. I don't know why.
Like, that's a better picture right there with the pants. Who is that? Is it 80 something? Right there.
Daryl Jackson.
Okay. You see how it's just the only green at all is the abdomen. Everything else is blue.
Rough.
That's my whole point. Like,
would it have made it better if they had made the letters blue?
Possibly yes.
Okay.
Possibly yes. It's like they tried like 3 different colors, and like just threw them on.
I don't know. I did like them though. They weren't terrible.
My biggest take is just the arms. If the arms weren't blue, I probably wouldn't have.
So if they had done all lime green like they
If
did
the
with
entire top was lime green, I probably would have actually been
okay.
decently decent.
Okay. Well, so the lime green came from the eyes because the Seahawk eye has been lime green since
Yes,
like 2002.
yeah, that makes sense. I can see that.
It was definitely a shell shocker to fans. I will say that.
Did this make it more than 1 year?
A few years,
Wow.
few years. But I think they had it in their repertoire until Nike took over,
Yeah, because Nike saw it and like, what is this?
and then they gave us the color rush.
Which I still don't like. I don't think.
Yeah,
Maybe I just don't like our lime green. I think that's what
it
it
might
is.
be. It might be.
I don't like it.
Well, I still think our, maybe we'll do eventual 10 goated, but the Seahawks throwback is definitely
No, that's a good jersey.
is good. But the action gray, the wolf gray jerseys were definitely my favorite.
It's the ones we wore against the Jets, right?
We took them out this year.
Okay, it's an old jersey, right?
It's about 2-3 years ago. Once they brought the throwbacks.
If I'll look it up after, but I'm pretty sure once I see it, I'll know what it is.
Shout out to Seattle for getting rid of the lime green jerseys.
Yeah, you're my favorite football team, but man, our jerseys not good.
Not great, not great. So on to number 9. Now we're gonna switch sports here.
Oof.
You know what? The late 70s and early 80s Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah, what's going on there, fellas?
I don't know what to make of this.
Well, okay, so at first glance, if no one told me what team this was, I would immediately guessed Anaheim.
Maybe,
but I see the vision. Maybe there's like a little bit of a V pattern. Maybe that's for Vancouver. But like,
you know what it looks like to me?
What?
A congregation. Like they should be a choir at a church singing.
This is their church league hockey team right here.
I'm
gonna use that. I'm gonna use that exact picture too, just so everyone knows what I'm looking at. That is a church league hockey team right there.
I mean, even I don't know which one's away or which one's home. Like the reversing the black and yellow makes it like it just. What?
I will say this: the black base makes it a little better.
A little bit, but
the yellow is just killing it.
Not great.
No, it's still an overall bad jersey.
Not great at all. Like it just the more I look at it, and mind you, this is only number 9. We're not even.
Yeah, it gets worse, people. It gets way worse.
It gets worse. So that's 10 and 9.
Before we go to 8, I have a serious question I want to get out very quickly here. To the people who make jerseys, are they actually seeing what they're making before they make them? Because like
sometimes,
I'll tell you right now, when we get down this list a little further, there's no way someone looked at these jerseys and said, "Yeah, that's good. Like, make them, wear them."
Somebody did,
and got paid for it. Well, okay. Well, Vancouver, it's been nice seeing you, but let's get to number 8, correct?
Yep, and we are staying in the same.
Staying sport. In hockey.
This is not the last hockey jersey.
It's not. But I will take this one. We're going over to Nashville with the Predators. Their 2001 alternate jersey. And Ryan brought up a good point here that I didn't even notice this. Folks, please take a look at the eyes on this.
It is screaming for help. It is a saber tooth,
right? Yes.
Yeah, it is screaming. First off, the saber tooth teeth
are abnormally big.
I mean, they might as well be elephant tusks.
I could see that. Serious question here. I'm not deep up in my history of hockey. Is this an inaugural season jersey, or have they been around for this point?
They had been around for a couple years.
Okay, because as an inaugural jersey, I can give it like a little bit of a pass. But if they've been around for a couple years at this point, like
no. See, here's the thing: is they had other jerseys.
Oh my god, they did.
Yeah, this was their alternate jersey.
Wait, so they made a good one, and then they still decided to make the. Oh my god,
it is bad.
What picture should I use? Should I use this one, or should I use the other one?
I think you need to look at this one because the eyes of this predator is asking for help.
Dude, okay, from back here, I can't even see the eyes.
It's bad. It is
Oh my
screaming
god.
for help. It is like someone said, I want to mix an elephant, the Rolling Stones logo, and make the saddest eyes of an animal.
Someone owns all these
It is
jerseys.
it is asking someone owns
Someone owns like
it is asking to be put down. Like, I'm sorry, Nashville. Like, you have, I think their normal jerseys are actually for
Nashville
hockey.
Nashville has one of my favorite logos in hockey right now.
A solid logo. This abomination
I-
is just so bad.
I still can't go with the fact that you just showed me that they had actual good jerseys with the proper logo,
did.
and they still chose to make this.
They did.
I want to swear at some point on this. Like I'm gonna
It's
call something a piece of
so
crap, and
bad.
it's gonna be like,
It is so bad.
oh man, we're on an 8. Like there's still like
I feel bad for the. I think we should take a momentary, like, just brief moment for a second because,
hold on, what's next? We may want to wait on that.
well, the reason why I say that is we need to give our viewers on YouTube just a moment to, like, breathe and, like, focus their eyes. Their eyes are watering. I mean, we're only at number 8.
I don't know. This may get.
This one you got to let me comment, okay? So,
Oh yes, this is.
before I tell you what number 7 is on our list,
But I know what it is. But
you know what it is, but for the listeners and the viewers, you asked, do people look at what
they're making.
what they're making? Back in the day, they didn't really have a choice, okay? Which is why you see a lot of vintage jerseys. Like, it's whatever, sometimes whatever was laying around. In the NFL, some jerseys were literally leftover jerseys from, like, colleges and stuff like that.
Really?
It was, yes.
Is this like a bit you're doing, or is it like a serious thing?
Serious thing.
Okay.
It was leftover. Sometimes is whatever they could source. We're today, it's like the thought of just a leftover, uniform is wild. But back then, players made like $5 a game, which was a lot back then. But today is like nothing. So a couple of these jerseys that we'll see, a couple of these NFL jerseys. There's only two more.
There
NFL
are two
jerseys.
more. Yeah, there's two.
I get for the era in which they were originally in, they did the best they could. But for number 7 on our list, why did they think it was okay to bring back the Steelers Bumblebee jersey?
Yeah, so I actually don't remember these.
They were in the 2000s. No, I'm sorry.
No, that's Big Ben right there.
It is. So 2010s.
And AB, because there's.
Yep. So the idea was to do some throwbacks. I think this was for, 80th year jerseys for the Steelers.
Oh,
so this would have been.
Oh my
This
God.
would have been 2014, and they looked like bumblebees running around. And this was in an era that NFL teams could only have one helmet. So you still had to wear your original helmet for your team. But I mean, look at that. It is atrocious. They should be on the side of a freeway doing cleanup work.
The socks match the
You don't even see
jerseys.
this is a live look. You haven't seen the socks yet.
Listen. I could have been okay if it was just the top half. But no, they had to give them the matching socks.
Oh yeah. It was bad.
Like, that's a good team, like, player wise, but they had to put these players.
It was bad. It was so
They put
bad.
Big Ben, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown. Please tell me they won a Super Bowl with this shit, because I was not. Well,
No.
I was not watching football yet, so
No. They didn't.
they
win.
deserved one for this.
No, they didn't win.
Who won? Oh no, that was the Seahawks, right? 2014 or 2010?
No, the 2010. Yeah, 2010.
I'm so mixed up on my years. This jersey has me stun locked of like what year I'm in.
Yeah. So back in the day, in 1934, you're in the middle of the. I don't know. Is this the Great Depression era? It's right.
30s, yeah, it probably is.
Great Depression. You get your hands on whatever. Believe it. leave it in the 30s.
Whose
Okay.
idea was this?
This
Like,
is
no, like honestly, who in their right mind in their sales organization someone was given a task.
Mhm,
Get us throwback jerseys. I
mhm,
got you. Go in history books, and they
mhm.
see this, and they go, "We're gonna give them Bumblebee jerseys."
Yep, bumblebee jerseys. That's what they are, and it literally looks like a bumblebee. It's yellow and black, horizontal stripes going all the way down with some tan color. I don't know where the color tan came from because
Like,
that's
make him yellow. Like, just make him yellow at that point.
or all black.
So, someone saw these jerseys in a picture that was black and white and just assumed it looked good.
It was probably red, white, and blue, and nobody knew. But it is they deserve to be number 7 on this list. And I'm sorry, Steelers fans.
This is hold on before you give me apologies to Steelers fan. I just thought of something here. There is potentially someone in the world, multiple people, where every single
Bless you.
my god, where every one of these jerseys
Mhm.
we're talking about is someone's favorite jersey.
It's someone's favorite jersey.
So we're just dumping all over someone's favorite
Yeah.
jersey. But I'm sorry to tell you right now, their jersey's trash. Like every
It's
team,
bad.
every
It's
team
so bad.
in sports at one point or another is going to have a trash jersey. Let me talk about this one, please. Let me talk
So,
about this one because
well,
I have to. Oh my god!
And I agree. Like it didn't make little sneak peek. It didn't make the list, but like last year or the year before, the Giants throwback jersey.
Oh yeah, that was
Like honorable mention, right? That probably is somebody's favorite jersey.
yeah. And going to our next one. This is what number what? What do you want?
We are number 6.
Okay, number
so we're
6.
rounding out the bottom 5.
So this one I'm gonna talk about because I have personal feelings about this one.
So before you say the jersey, what is the point of? I'm gonna give a little hint. It's NBA.
Yeah, it's basketball.
So but what is the point of a city edition jersey?
So I believe the original purpose of the City Edition jersey in the NBA is a jersey that is meant to represent the franchise's city.
Okay.
That connects the team with the city and can represent the city that they play in on a wide stage and represent them through a jersey, right? Hence, you've seen it with like Atlanta. They had the peach jerseys because Georgia is a peach state. You've had teams like I'm trying to think of another good one. Toronto had the Drake jerseys that one year because Drake's from Toronto and Canada, all that kind of stuff. So usually it's this symbol of the state or the city, something like that. Well, it's been notoriously known that Nike, quite frankly, doesn't really try with their jerseys with the NBA.
Nike?
It says Nike. Yeah, this is all the city jersey is Nike. It's been Nike for a minute now.
Okay.
I can tell. I've had a couple bad city jerseys. The city jerseys are hit and miss. Out of 30 teams, you maybe have 4 or 5 good ones.
Okay.
So let's flash back to 2022 with it's a good jersey if you take away the aspect. It's a good jersey if you take away the one aspect. The Charlotte Hornets 2022 jersey. I'm not sure I could say the word on air because I don't know if we have. But what I'm gonna do?
We can spell it. We can spell
no, this one much. No. People are gonna know this. When I put a picture of it, you're probably seeing it right now. You probably can tell what the issue is here. If you can't, just look at the lettering, and what I want you to do is right between the L and the T. Imagine there's an I right there. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep it. Put an I between the L and the T, and you will see the problem with this jersey.
Why did they not go like CHT or CHA or like why these three-letter because it's not a terrible jersey. You know me, I'm a sucker for pinstripe.
Hence why I wanted to put it at 6 because my mindset is if it wasn't for the unfortunate lettering, it actually might be a solid. It's not a good jersey, but it's like it'd be a solid jersey. Like I wouldn't mind it. It's absolutely ruined.
How did this make it past? What year was this?
This was 22, so this was 3 years
So
ago.
how did this make it past?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, like
This is so bad.
I had a little like I'm still stunned by that someone actually passed the jersey. Like I remember there was a time period run here where I was on Twitter when it was called Twitter at the time, and I remember there was conversations that I had with other NBA people, and we were all in the belief that the Charlotte jersey was like someone lost a bet. Like that's what we like. We were trying to think of something because no one actually
It's
like
not great. It like
no one in the like this had to be someone saying, "I bet you won't do this," and someone did it. Like
I just don't know how it makes it past marketing.
because here's the funny thing about this. And then before we move on, if we want to move on to pull the next one, we can. Just the last thing I'm going to say about this is the funny thing about this to me is I'm not sure if you know this, but Media Day is the day in the NBA. And if I'm having the same thing, it's kind of like OTAs, I think, but it's kind of different. Media Day is the day all the media members come in, they have their interviews right before the season starts. Media Day is like 2 days, a week before the season starts. That's whenever teams that get new C jerseys, they show them to the team for the first time, and then they do the photo shoot.
Okay.
I cannot imagine showing the team these jerseys for the first time after spending the whole off season making these jerseys, telling them we're getting new C jerseys this year, and you show them those, and you have to make your franchise point guard pose in these jerseys. That's all I'm gonna say. Charlotte, listen, thank God you learned from your mistakes and your jerseys after that were actually good. But please,
Yeah, they missed.
if you're gonna do another jersey like that, just do what Ryan said. SHA or make it
CHA.
Yeah, something. Just don't do that again.
CHT.
Anyways, going back to football here, Ryan. This is one you actually mentioned to me for the first time.
I did. So we are moving on to number 5. So we're in the top 5 now. The Denver Broncos 2012 throwbacks.
Please talk about them because I can't think of a nice thing to say about the jersey right now.
So you remember when I said some jerseys it was just whatever they could find?
These are high school jerseys.
These were like jerseys that were left over. They were they were still trying to figure out a color scheme.
I know what they look like. I'm gonna let you explain it to
them. But in 2012, they thought the Denver Broncos thought it was good to bring these back. It doesn't even come close to any of their schemes. Like, you might as well have done your Super Bowl throwback jerseys, at least.
Because Denver's bright orange and blue?
Bright orange, blue, and white.
Those are University of Wyoming jerseys.
They are.
Those are legitimately Wyoming jerseys.
And somebody decided to take the socks from the Steelers and make them vertical stripes. So you have Bumblebee yellow and black. I'm painting a word picture for our listeners. Vertical yellow and black socks.
They're brown. The pants are brown. Oh, no, the socks.
The socks.
Yeah, you're right.
The pants then are a brown with yellow stripes, racing stripes. Okay. And then you have a yellow jersey, University of Wyoming yellow.
I'm telling you right now, for our listeners, I'll let them finish a second, but dead ass, just imagine a University of Wyoming football jersey, and you're pretty close to what I'm looking at right now.
It's not good. It's just, you look at this team and it's also so simple, right?
The yellow with the brown lettering, like,
it's not good. And then you have a dark, like chocolate brown helmet with why they decided to switch and go with white numbers on for the helmet. It's like they took leftovers from the Steelers and tried to make it work for the Broncos. It's not good.
It is not good.
It's not good, which is why this is the worst rated on our list
'Cause
for NFL.
it's so far away from the color scheme of Denver.
It's so far away. I get wanting to pay tribute to classic throwbacks and stuff. This should have stayed. It's just not great. But with that all said, I hope these never come back. I think Denver has done great with their alternate. They have with that whiteout. You know, let's leave throwback these in the past. Okay, I need you to think about what is the one thing you would not want to see on a jersey.
Hold on, I gotta. Oh, okay. I was trying to catch up on what the next one is.
A,
Yeah, I know. Okay.
I wouldn't want a barber pole, right?
Well, I mean that's pretty
The 2009
specific. Oh my god.
the 2009 Montreal Canadiens
This was not 09. No
through
way.
through a through did a
It was.
throwback
It actually was.
to what is gotta be an ugly Christmas sweater contest. I it's so bad, and it stayed with their red, white, and blue. Remember the dark red, darker blue, and the white. But they took the striping and said, let's just multiply it by 10.
Yeah. So listen, I'll give them a pass here because they actually stayed with the color scheme of the Canadians. Like, I'll give them that. It's just they had an idea and they just didn't execute.
Horrible execution. Horrible. I mean,
The best way I can imagine this for a viewer is no, look, legitimately, you think of a barber pole, you probably are spot on with it.
It has twice as many stripes as a barber pole, but it's the same concept, and
This is a Christmas jersey.
Christmas.
Like, this is a candy cane jersey. Like,
I mean, it looks just so bad.
oh my god! And wait, that's not even the same.
That is. That's the back of
Okay,
the jersey.
folks, you can't see what I'm looking at right now. Audio people, please bear with me here. Okay, think of a barber pole, right? But then on the back is two sections of just blocked out blue with white for the number and the name. They could have at least kept the barber thing going, but no, they had to include a bright blue patch. I'm gonna put both. I'm gonna use this picture exactly because oh my god!
Even the fan is look at the fan is trying to be happy for this team. Clearly, they scored.
Were they good this? Hold on, keep this. I'm gonna look this. I'm gonna look up if they were even good this year because listen,
2009.
Because I feel like if you're gonna have a jersey this egregious, you need to be at least.
But here's the thing:
I can't even type in 2009 Montreal Canadiens, but without their jersey being the top three, like, okay, they went 39, 33, and 10. They had 88 points and they finished fourth. So I'm gonna say
playoffs.
They made it to the conference finals.
Well,
so they made a run. They lost 4-1 to the Flyers in the conference finals. So okay, the fan base that they got earned back with the conference final run for this jersey.
They did.
I am gonna hope and pray that by playoff time they completely erase these jerseys.
It's so bad. All right, are you ready for the top three?
Top three. Now remember, people, this is our opinion here. So.
Now,
what did we put three? I know I pushed one to be top three.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
We are going. This is going to be the only baseball jersey on this
list. We tried to have more baseball on here.
Baseball hasn't done bad.
No, baseball actually tried.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mentions. We did have a couple. I think one for me was
the San Francisco Giants.
Our fog jerseys, our C Connect ones. Yeah. If you want another honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
Our potentially leaked new City Connect jerseys from this year. I'm putting those on there now.
By the way, there was another leak for the Chicago White Sox.
The Bulls jerseys.
Yeah. Why'd you have to ruin a good thing?
Anyway, give it 2 years. We'll have more baseball here. But
yes, we will.
before I want to mention this first here. Originally, when we were doing our research for this topic, we were trying to get more baseball, and this jersey just popped up out of nowhere, and we were like, "What?" It completely grabbed us by surprise.
It's
And then after that, we did a deep dive on this jersey,
it's
and
confusing.
so I'm gonna pop on the screen now. So yeah, now that you know what we're looking at, Ryan, you want to explain to the folks of what year this is and what team this
So
is?
this is the 90s. Okay.
Of course, it's the '90s.
This
Sorry.
was the 90s of the Pittsburgh Pirates, who I believe Barry Bonds was on this team. 90s.
No, maybe.
Maybe. Anyway,
maybe I'll
you're-
fact check that.
you're-
What you talking?
You're coming off of, good thing we're not a trivia channel, huh?
We could do that one episode. That might be the most
We need to.
fun episode.
Write that
we
down.
do.
Write that down. It's not uncommon, right, for teams to put logos on their
Can't
jerseys.
spell.
Okay, got the San Francisco Giants logo on theirs. Cubs sometimes put a little Cub face on theirs. Small, right? In the corner of the chest.
There we go. Got it.
I'm drawing a blank. The Braves have done like the tomahawk. Why in the world in the 90s did the Pittsburgh Pirates decide to take what clearly should have been a spring training jersey
This is a batting practice jersey. if you ask me.
and take their pirate head logo and said, "Can we make it go fill up the entire front of the jersey?"
Oh no, Bond's been in San Francisco for.
Okay.
Bonds went to San
It's-
Francisco in '93.
Okay, never mind then. Anyway,
My goat. Put him in the Hall of Fame.
the pirate head is so big.
Yeah. You know what's really killing it though for me? The
What's that?
bright red, right in the middle. Like it like
Yeah.
maybe if they kept it black and the black and yellow,
I didn't even know that.
it
red-
probably wouldn't have helped.
I didn't
But
know.
like
I didn't know red was part of their logo or their color scheme.
I didn't either. That's why I'm like if you think like to everyone who is listening, and if I say the words to you like Pittsburgh Pirates, right? Even this Pittsburgh, you're gonna think black and yellow,
Mhm.
right? Why did they go ahead with the red? Is there red in their color scheme at
No.
all currently?
No.
So where does the red come from?
No idea. But this pirate head
Wait, hold on.
is so
Wait.
big.
Wait. Hold on. Go back to that picture you just clicked on. No. The exact same one.
Okay.
That's an article. There are multiple jerseys of this. It's like a series of jerseys. Hold on, folks. This is a breaking. This is a development here.
Well, there was other jerseys in that.
Okay, but I'm thinking like, is there other ones that were as bad?
No, there weren't.
Okay, I'm like, if this was a
Those-
whole series of
yeah,
people making.
Those were the
di-
Diamondbacks, Rockies.
Ooh, Colorado, bring those back.
These weren't bad.
What in the fuck is that?
I don't know what the Mercury.
I didn't want to swear. That's the Mets.
It is, but I'm sorry, but that's
Sorry.
still.
Sorry,
That's
I want
still-
to. That's the worst one. I didn't want to swear there, but the Mets one stun locked me.
It's so bad. It's. I would be.
Dude, the pirate
embarrassed.
looks mad.
Even the Pirates, like, why am I on this jersey?
The pitcher throwing the ball is upset. Like he
is.
does not want to be wearing the jersey. And again, I'm gonna say it again. Someone likes this jersey. Someone owns this jersey. We're talking about someone's favorite jersey.
Yep.
Like,
Are you ready for the?
no,
top two?
I'm really not.
So the top two are NBA teams.
Yes, because the NBA cannot figure out how to make stupid jerseys at this fucking point.
They can't. They can't figure out how to make.
I swear it 3
jerseys.
times now. I'll stop. Now. I'm sorry. I use my limit.
So, once again, I'm gonna pick on you. Okay.
Please do, because they deserve it. They deserve it. for
Once
this.
again, your team finishes last, second to last, right? Like you can't even claim the top spot in the worst jerseys.
No. Technically speaking, we do have this.
But your number
Our
two,
ranking.
are-
Our
you
ranking is
are.
no, they're 2. But technically speaking, they do have the worst jersey of all time
What?
in the NBA.
What is this? So number two, and I'm gonna let you speak to it. Is what?
Yeah. So I think this is about 2000. See, that's Kevin Martin right there. So this is
07?
06, I think 05 maybe. Definitely, it's the 2000s. 100% 2000s.
What is this?
So yeah,
What am I looking at?
so this is something I like to call. This is our. I believe the official name for this was the Royal Gold. I believe. Don't fact
The
check
royal
me.
what?
Gold.
Royal gold.
Don't fact check me. I'm just guessing here. I believe that's what it was called though. And you know, you're looking at it. You see, it's all gold. Like not even like a shit. It's a fully gold jersey with the king script font and the number above it, and like purple and white stripe. It's a disaster. What it really is.
This looks like any time a high school wants to make gold everything, that's what these jerseys are.
Yeah. So these jerseys, right? I don't remember what the actual reason for these jerseys were, like what influenced them. Um, all I know is that in the city of Sacramento, and as a member of the Kings fan base in general, these jerseys are, in my opinion, one of my personal opinion, this is our worst jersey of all time, and we've had a couple of jerseys that I absolutely hate. I despise the jersey. I actually despise the jersey.
I mean, this article literally compares them to gold silk sheets.
I mean, that's what they are. That's what I'm looking at.
It's so bad.
And what's even worse is if you go to the Golden One Center, they have a wall of jerseys, and these are up there.
They were up there.
They're up. Every jersey we've ever worn are up there, and this is up there. And every time I've been to the arena, I get flashbacks.
I mean,
I wasn't around for this, thank God, but I unfortunately went back and watched old Kings games for some reason because I hate myself, and had to watch them play in these jerseys. And like normally, like
so
okay,
bad.
I'll give a pass for number one. Sometimes certain jerseys, it goes for all sports. Certain jerseys, right? They can look good just wearing them. They might look bad just wearing them, but then when you get on the court, they actually are on the field. It actually works, right? Then there's sometimes where the jerseys look great on picture, and they look horrible on the court. 2 and 1 just look bad in general.
So I do have a genuine question, and I've never asked this question before. How bad did those blend in with the court? Because now that I'm looking at it, that is very close to the pine color that you have on the court.
Hence why there's the purple stripes on the side.
These
I don't know the point.
These would have blended in.
I mean, like this had them in a joke because the team was not good at this point.
Well, they were trying to be royal, right? So now,
why we bring up number one? I'm actually gonna fact check what year this is because I need to know.
2007. 2007.
Oh yeah, we were not good that year.
So, are you ready for the number one?
Yes, I am.
Would you like to take out the garbage for this one?
Aha! I see what you did there.
You see what I did there?
God,
we're staying in the NBA. So
this team finished 38 and 44.
Before we get to number one, honorable mentions. Okay, San Francisco Giants.
So I'm looking at the roster from this team.
New York Giants throwback.
I'm gonna throw. Let's see. Honorable mentions. Oh man.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna throw in our Kings jersey in there. Our city jersey from 2000 and it was either 20 or it was 21.
Okay.
I don't remember what year it was, but people are gonna know this. I'm not gonna get a picture of it. I don't want to find it. It's an all red jersey with a baby blue line, and it was horrible. It was so bad.
I think we also talked that the LA Kings had one. They had an honorable mention on here.
They did. Why do all my teams have shitty jerseys?
I don't know.
Where is it?
You know who doesn't have a crappy jersey? San Jose Sharks. They have yet to do a bad one.
I'll give them that. That's true. The Kings. The LA
Shout
Kings.
out to the Barracuda.
I think the LA King I'm talking about, wasn't it like
big face, wasn't it? The big head.
Oh, was it the Burger King ones?
Yeah, the Burger
King.
The
Burger King jerseys. Yeah.
Whopper. Sorry. All right. With those honorable mentions is number one. And
we're sticking in the NBA. And well, if they haven't been picked on enough this year so far, we're about to do it again. So I'll take this one first. So open it up. We're gonna head on down to Texas. Good old Dallas, Texas.
What?
With the Dallas Mavericks
in
where they introduced their brown trash bag jerseys. Yes, I'm not making this up. This is what it was called. Well, by fans. We call it. It probably has a better name, but yes, these are the trash bag jerseys that famously known by, and it is, quite frankly, exactly what I'm like. I'm not being funny here. They wore what looks like legitimate trash bags.
It is the same color as like a dark bronze statue, but it shines like a trash bag, like a hefty trash bag.
Yeah, it's
What what was this supposed to be? Any idea?
no, I have no clue. I've never actually looked into this because I just don't want to.
It was, I mean, it's
We're doing
so
our we're doing
it
our
is
individual research right now.
it's so bad.
Yeah. So like, I have no idea the story behind this jersey. Um, if you can maybe find a story on this, we can. But while you're looking that up, I'm gonna talk about
It's
this.
Go ahead, go ahead. It's just
This
so bad.
this jersey is number one for, in my opinion, a couple reasons for me. One, it looked like a absolute trash bag. Like, that's a pretty good option there. Two, it's nowhere close to the colors of the Dallas Mavericks, in my opinion. Three, out of any color, right? At least for a trash bag, it could have been a white trash bag or a
It's
black
just
trash bag. No,
it's
no, no, no. They had to
bad.
go with possibly the worst color for a trash bag, which is like a silverish brown color.
And it shines
It
like
looked like a penny.
it really does shine like a black trash bag or aluminum foil.
Like, I mean, a black trash bag actually might have been okay.
It's so
A
bad.
white would have been perfect because that's basically the Dallas Mavericks colors.
It's so bad, and I see why it takes the number one spot. You know, if the fans have made it this far, like you guys are seeing it on the screen for those watching. If you're listening on Spotify or iHeartRadio, like go check these out, and then schedule an eye exam after because it's that bad.
These are horrible.
I may need glasses after
Yes.
this episode.
While I was sitting here, I thought of two more honorable mentions. If you want to look, if you want to look these up,
Yeah,
I know
take a look.
you'll love these.
What's that?
They're more basketball jerseys because
Okay.
we're terrible. Please look up the Chicago Bulls St. Patty's Day jerseys.
You know what? Though? I don't hate those.
Okay, now look up the what was it?
I don't hate those.
I think it was the Toronto Military Green. It was either Toronto or it was San Antonio.
See, I don't hate those either. I don't.
See, I cannot stand these.
They're not great, but at the end of the day, they're not a trash bag. You literally ask multi-million-dollar future Hall of Fame Dirk Nowitzki to go
What
play in a
brand was
trash
a trash bag?
What brand was it? Oh, I don't even know.
Was it Glad? Was it?
I see what you did there.
No, I'm kidding. I
see what
think
you did
it's
there.
Adidas. I think it's Adidas.
It's atrocious. It's what it is.
It's yeah.
That concludes the eye-watering, soul-scratching top 10.
How long did we
worst-
subject them to just jerseys? Because I actually,
almost 50 minutes.
oh man. Well, all right, folks. I'm gonna get you out of here pretty quickly. Here. Let's just jump to these hot takes because these people want to leave, but let's just give them. Let's just end this.
Let's end it on hot takes.
You start us off, man. What's your hot take this week?
So, NFL draft is in a few weeks. Okay.
Line.
Seattle's not drafting an O-line.
Boo.
They probably draft 4 running backs because we don't need any.
You got that quarterback. What they're doing?
We have a quarterback.
Then they're gonna draft another one.
And we have our division rivals, Cooper Kupp, came back home.
Coop.
My hot take, Shedeur Sanders. Okay.
I like him. He's cool.
He's gonna drop into the 20s in this draft.
Isn't he like a projected like
top 3, top 5? Sanders will drop into the 20s.
Please elaborate.
Somebody is going to either move up from the second round to get him, or somebody is going to move back and grab him. Nobody with all of the decision making, with the Giants going with Russ and Jamison Winston, which by the way is going to be some fire pregame speeches. The Steelers possibly going for Rodgers. Cam Ward's going to Tennessee. There's no other
I like
quarterback.
Cam a lot.
I think he'll be good, but there's nobody else. There's nobody else that needs a true quarterback. If I have to pick between Travis Hunter and Sanders,
I'm going Hunter.
I'm going Hunter. If I need Ashon Genty
There you go.
or Sanders, I'm going Genty.
Well, I think that pick depends on that pick may be completely situational if you're gonna go between Genty or
But
Sanders.
I mean, if you look at the top teams, even the top 15 teams, most of them have their quarterback situation figured out, minus Tennessee. If you're the Giants, you experiment for a year. The Browns,
I mean,
the Browns maybe
even Vegas figured out their quarterback
they
situation.
did. Sanders falls, and I think his attitude. I think while I don't think he is going to be a bad player, I think that he is overrated on every mock draft, and he's going to fall in the 20s. Somebody's either going to fall back and grab him, or somebody is going to move up and grab him late. Move up from a high second, go grab him.
All right, let me ask a follow-up question real quickly then.
Okay.
What about Sanders overrates him for you?
I don't think he's had enough big time plays. He hasn't figured out how to capitalize on big time plays. Not people are questioning his arm strength, all that. I think he has the arm strength. I think he has the ability to, move the ball, but he's not making big time plays, which is a big statistic in college football for quarterbacks. And what that stat means, if you don't know, is a big time play for a quarterback is equivalent to an NFL throw. So that's throwing in a double coverage and splitting the safeties, things like that. He doesn't have enough. And I think if you're looking at this draft class, which is a horrible quarterback draft class, like in terms of everything, that is where I think Sanders is going to fall. I think his attitude, unfortunately, like he is coming out of college thinking he's the greatest, which is great. Kids should think that they're great. But NFL doesn't, like, it'll chew him up and spit him out. Maybe the Browns take a shot on him, but Patriots don't need him. Giants don't really need him now. They could wait another year, play it out. I think he falls into the 20s. I don't think he falls into day 2, but I don't think he's going to be a top 10 pick.
Do you fault his attitude on just of him of just that's how he is, or do you fault that on maybe like the way he was coached, or like
I think coached family. His dad is Deion Sanders. He has plenty of accolades to back it up. Sanders doesn't have that, even from a collegiate level. Sure, he took Jackson State to an FCS championship. I think he took what was Jackson State or whatever that was. He did decent in Colorado. Let's see him actually play some real teams.
Deion or
no, Shedeur.
Okay.
Shedeur. So that's my hot take. He's going to be in the 20s.
20s. That's a big leap from where he's projected to be.
Huge leap.
Do you think he translate well to NFL?
No. I think it takes him a few years.
Do you think? Last question before I get to my hot take. This is a question I just thought of. Do you believe that he's gonna end up like Anthony Richardson, where it's just?
I think it is better than Anthony Richardson.
Okay, I was like Anthony Richardson is in. Is a spot for me where I feel like I don't know if I should fault the Colts or if I should just fault Anthony himself on the way.
Anthony Richardson gave up and literally benched himself. I think Sanders has too much pride to do that. He'll do better.
Okay.
So, that's my hot take. Yours is baseball.
Mine is baseball because baseball just started. Shout out to the Giants, 7-1. And I'm not gonna ask you.
Fifth in the division.
We're actually second now.
Oh wow, nice.
I'm not gonna ask you how the Sox doing, although
we blew a 3-1 lead today.
It seems like the entire
in the bottom of the 9th.
AL Central is
Atrocious.
bad. But I'm gonna move somewhere else. So, big topic of baseball this week,
Mhm.
coming out of New York,
Mhm.
not Juan Soto.
No, Juan Soto's not
No.
doing great.
The Yankees have brought something. I don't want to say new because it technically
It's
has been
been in the
around,
league.
but it is newer to the league just by the mass stage it's on.
Correct.
The torpedo bats. Big
I-
controversy on the torpedo bats.
I
If before you can sing, for people who don't know what I might not be talking about, basically what the Yankees have done this year is, if you know your normal wood baseball bat, right? Basically, what they have done is, I believe what it says is they just pushed a bunch of wood into the sweet spot for each player where they hit the ball
Correct.
the most
Mhm.
to improve power and all that
Correct.
stuff to hit home runs. Hence why they hit like 20,000 of them on.
Three pitches, 3 at bats to start the game.
Yes.
All home runs.
Now, well, people may think this is cheating. I believe they did dive into it, and it is.
It's legal.
They're playing by the rules for this.
Mhm.
There's a lot of controversy on it. Before I say my opinion, what's your take on torpedo bats?
I think they should be banned
Okay.
because now I don't think that they're illegal. I'm not saying that. I think this is no different than when racing teams at NASCAR, World Rallycross, teams will try to find loopholes in the rule book. People exploit them for a year or two, and then they pull it back. If you're not going to allow the steroid era to be in the Hall of Fame, you don't allow people to use torpedo bats.
See, it's a funny thing you brought up the steroid era. That's where I'm gonna go with my take this week. I am actually in support of torpedo bats.
Of course you are.
In moderation, please. I want to preface this now. In a controlled environment, in a moderated environment, I believe it could be good. And let me explain.
Okay.
What was the best part? Gosh, Dad, what was peak baseball to you?
Steroid era.
And why?
Cranking 60 plus home runs.
Okay. Could you not do the exact same thing with torpedo bats, minus actually taking steroids?
No steroid. The torpedo bats allow that.
Right? So while it's not technically cheating, steroids were cheating. It was entertaining, but that's the part that matters here.
But
it's entertaining.
It wasn't cheating.
But see, it technically is because someone can't get into the Hall of Fame because of it.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, I'm not saying here let them go buck wild and just make all these crazy style bats. Like at that point, you might as well just allow metal at this point if you can do that.
And I
think you have to moderate it. If it starts to look like, okay, this guy's on pace to hit 150 home runs this season through the first 45 games, we gotta change it up. Maybe you just say, all right, screw it. But if it's looking like it's not causing too much of an influx in the amount of home runs hit, but you're hitting enough for it to keep people interested, then I don't see an issue with it.
I don't know. I feel like the torpedo bat is just a loophole that people are exploiting right now. I think they should ban it. If they're not going to allow people from the steroid era in the Hall of Fame, don't let the baseball bats. Don't let the torpedo bats.
Just outrule them.
They will. They are going to. They can't do it mid-season. It will be next season. Torpedo bats will be gone. There'll be some rule that says it cannot widen before the tip of the bat or something crazy like that. Because like you said, they're getting as close to the aluminum bat as possible. Like, just go give MLB players aluminum bats then at that point, and let them crank.
I mean, like that's basically where you're going to be heading at that point.
That's pretty much. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go down that path.
All right. I can see that. I think it could be good for the sport because you're going to get because people want to watch people hit home runs.
Yes, they do.
You have to admit, baseball is slowly becoming a dying sport.
It is. It is.
Just people don't find interested. You
Yep.
give them something to be interested in. And let them crank home runs. Let them do a home run derby with torpedo bats or something like that.
Oh my god, that'd be insane.
Just go to like Sutter Health Park. You do a home run derby with torpedo bats. First one to hit Tower Bridge wins. Like,
It's a fun fact. We'll have to talk about the something I saw about the Sacramento ballpark, by the way, but we'll leave that for another episode. So
we've gone way over time, I think.
way over time.
But I think it's fair. First episode back, we might as well give him a little bit extra.
Yeah, a little bit extra. Well, if you guys have made it this far, please like and subscribe on YouTube. Please follow us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts.
You can't avoid us. We're everywhere.
And iHeartRadio. So thank you all, and keep it real.
Keep it real.